Hello, ARC Trooper Mark here, and I'm finally back with another Star Wars figure review. So I apologize to you guys. I know it's been like 10, 11 days since I've had any video at all. Ever since October ended, and I was done with the vlogging videos, and I haven't been able to get any new stuff since Comic-Con. I had a couple reviews from that. And that's been it until now. Yesterday, I was finally able to get to my local Target. And they didn't really have much. It was very little that they had. But I did pick this up. The Search for Luke Skywalker Battle Pack. Which first, I'll show you the packaging. Now, you got a nice cardboard backdrop of Hoth. In the background, with you got Rebel Troopers and Tauntaun in the background. It just looks really cool. Will look great in any kind of diorama. You see, there's the sticker that says "Only at Target," and go down here. You got your Hasbro logo, Star Wars logo, and there it is. The Search for Luke Skywalker, which is the name. I'll flip this around, and there you have a nice look of the figures themselves. You have the Tauntaun and the Rebel Trooper and the Hoth Han. Now there is one discrepancy in what you see in the back here and what you actually get in the package. It's not a big deal, but I'll go over that in a moment. And you got over here the description. When Han Solo orders a deck officer to locate Luke, C-3PO tells him that no one can find Commander Skywalker anywhere. Han realizes that Luke is still outside and leaves to find his friend. Even though the nights on Hoth are perilous, Han rides a native Tauntaun into the icy night, a daring search that saves Luke's life. So there's the packaging. And I'll go over the figures first. So here's the Rebel Trooper. And, nice detailing all around. You can see all the pouches on his belt and gear on the jacket. And there's the communicator device on his glove. And just all the little detailing on the coat. Go down the boots. Really nice. Nice detailing on the backpack with the antenna and all that. Okay. And you can see even an emblem on the shoulder here. Just all kinds of little details always help the figure out. Articulation for this goes, you have a ball-jointed head, ball-hinged shoulders, ball-hinged elbows. There's a swivel not quite at the wrist, but at the bottom by the lower part of the hand by the glove. Then you have a swivel waist, swivel hips, ball-hinged knees, and ball-hinged ankles. So great articulation on this guy. I'm not sure I'm pretty sure this is a repack. I think it's been used at least once before. So I don't think this is a completely new figure, but it's fairly new. And I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong. And he comes with this nice Rebel blaster pistol. Nothing... some decent detail, nothing too extraordinary. But works. Also, is you have this little piece, which is it's a nice little accessory. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. It's some kind of sensor or some kind of medical device or something like that. I'm not sure exactly. But any extra accessories that are included are always welcome. Okay. Also is this blaster rifle. And again, we've seen guns like this before. Nothing too different. I do like you have the black shoulder strap. And there's like little bits of silver paint on there to give just a little bit of detail. Just nice little touches there. Now that was the one discrepancy I wanted to talk about. You see here on the back of the box, again, there's the Rebel troop with the blaster rifle and Han with a blaster rifle as well. Just so you know, not sure why they did this, but they only gave you one blaster rifle for the Rebel trooper. Okay, there aren't two actually in the packaging, so I'm not sure why they did that. But that's that. A couple other things with the figures. You have the bottom part of the coat is cloth, so that gives her better mobility. And this whole like cap, goggle, scarf piece, it's all one piece, but this is also removable as well. For time restraints, I'll just leave it on for now. Head sculpt is nothing too unusual, but it's a nice addition. And here's the backpack, which is removable. Of course, there's the peg hole, or the peg, which fits into the peg hole. Okay, seen that before. Now on to the Hoth Han figure, which again I believe is a brand new figure. The markings on the leg say Hasbro 2011. So it's at least it's new to this pack, as far as I know. Again, if I'm wrong, I'm sure someone will correct me. Articulation, you have ball jointed neck, ball hinged shoulders, ball hinged elbows, swivel at the glove. You have a swivel waist. You have ball hinged legs, which allows you to sit him properly on the tauntaun. And you have ball hinged knees and ball hinged ankles. So excellent articulation on this guy. Again, the bottom part of the coat is cloth, so again helps the mobility. And then you have the hat and scarf and goggle, which those are removable. So if we come in here, nice head sculpt. I think they did a great job on this. I think it looks fairly well like Harrison Ford. And again, great detailing on the coat. You know, the little insignia badge on his coat. And again, the communicator device that you have on his glove, like with the Rebel Trooper. So, nice sculpt on this figure. They did a real good job. I love great detail on his belt and holster, which is a working holster. This piece here, the hood, which I guess if you remove the head, and you could remove it, but I think it just looks better just to leave it like that. You'll notice it does move, which again I think helps in the mobility in the head. So I think that's a good choice. You know, if it was molded into the coat, it might restrict the mobility a little. So it's probably that was a good call on Hasbro's part, I think. So yeah, overall, good figure. You have this standard Han Solo blaster. Just all black, no real detail on it. Nothing special, but again, it does the job. So there's the Han. Now on to... Oh, here, before I go on to that, here's a close-up look of Han's hat and goggles. And a little scarf piece. Pretty neat. Okay, now on to the tauntaun. You have great detail on this. Just really, I love the detail on the fur all around. You have kind of different shades. and the saddle, which I believe is removable. Yeah, that the saddle can be removed, and you have the reins here. And nice little details, all the gear and whatnot on the back. And you have the stirrups, which you got this kind of flexible plastic, which can be used to help seat the figure. You just slot the figure's foot in the stirrups, and that helps keep them in the saddle. Nice detail. Articulation on this: you have a ball jointed head. You have ball hinged arms, or ball hinged shoulders, excuse me, and nothing below that. And on the legs, there's a swivel thighs, and it also, there's sort of like a double movement. I don't know if you can see that there, where he can move the leg out, again helping the tauntaun stand and for better posability. And then you have ball hinged ankles, ball hinged feet rather. See, there you can see, and again, so great articulation. Not everything is articulated. It's articulated as much as it needs to be, basically, for a tauntaun. So really nice. One thing it would have been nice if they had done. Now, also at Target, there's the Luke's tauntaun, which comes in the vintage packaging. So you have that. Now that's a solid belly. I've seen reviews on that. I don't have that yet, but that's a solid belly. And this is also a solid belly. I think it would have been nice if they had done like a split open belly, like it was done in the 80s when they did the tauntaun. Just so you could do that, you can sort of replay that scene of Han rescuing Luke, but they didn't do that with this. So not sure why they decided not to, but they didn't. So yeah, all around really nice tauntaun. Now I wanted to compare this to an older one that I have. Now this came out in '97, and this was also referred to as Luke's tauntaun. And now the articulation isn't as great. He had this little feature. If you push down on this, he had kind of a galloping movement. And this had swivel shoulders and a swivel head. No ball hinge or anything. But again, this is '97, so it's an old figure. But still pretty good tauntaun. And this, you'll see here, this has the broken tusk like the newer tauntaun does. So this is essentially Luke's tauntaun. And it is the same, it's basically the same size as the newer one. So if you don't have the vintage one and you have this one will work just fine. The stirrups aren't, the stirrups don't, are just kind of molded into the saddle, but the reins work. But it'll work for what you need it for. But all in all, this is a great battle pack. For $25, you get 2 figures, 1 tauntaun, bunch of accessories here. So yeah, there's all the accessories, and it's a great pack. And if you do have a Target in your area, and it's in stock, I would definitely recommend picking this up. And we're coming on 15 minutes, so I'm going to get cut off here. So again, I will just say thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.